Hey, welcome back everyone. It is now November 16th of 2020, and ever since the very end of the Skywalker saga, a lot of fans around the world have been very curious about the future of the Star Wars franchise by Disney, Lucasfilm, Bob Iger, Bob Chapek, you name it, and exactly what the new expanded universe is really going to be like by George, John, and Dave. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, one thing that is really exciting about this new universe is the fact that they are really working very hard on TV shows and movies, as well as books, novels, and comics. That's all going to interconnect with each other. That's really going to make up this new EU. Essentially, what they are trying to do is that they're trying to create a library's worth of Star Wars material, whether it be based on the Skywalkers or new characters that will be introduced, or even characters from Star Wars Legends and more. However, what's really intriguing about all of this is that we are now heading into a specific phase where a lot of TV shows are being developed. We got the Kenobi TV series, we've got the Bad Batch, we've got other TV shows out there that are being pretty much, in the early development phase as we speak, or being thrown into production. Now, the thing that really is very interesting and could be quite concerning to some Star Wars fans out there, yet at the same exact time, could very well be an exciting addition to the Star Wars universe, is a major retcon coming our way to the prequel trilogy era. Now, with that being said, with the Skywalker saga now over, both Disney and Lucasfilm are focused on their new Star Wars trilogy of movies and more. It's explained that as of right now, major changes are indeed being made to the Star Wars franchise in order to make the franchise more successful. It's said that Disney has a big plan to reset the prequel trilogy in a big way by establishing a significant retcon that will be made canon next year. Now, further, it's described that Disney is developing a character taken directly from Colin Trevorrow's version of Episode 9, known as Tor Valum, that will be the true Sith Lord pulling the strings in the background. Now, it's described that Disney plans to make Tor Valum the creator of the plan known as Order 66 that will be given down to Emperor Palpatine in the new retcon for the prequel trilogy movies. So let's stop right there for a second. You guys might be wondering, who in the world is Tor Valum? Now, Tor Valum was an original Sith Lord villain that was going to be used in Colin Trevorrow's version of Episode 9, the original director and writer that was fired from Kathleen Kennedy for essentially doing something very original. Now, Colin really wanted to introduce a new villain that was not Palpatine. He wanted to create something original. And this, unfortunately, did not make the final cut, because when J.J. Abrams took over, pretty much everything changed. It was like a massive 180, right? So, everything related to Tor Valum now becoming a part of the prequel trilogy era in the form of a retcon, I think is a very interesting route. Some of you guys out there might not like this idea, and that's perfectly fine. The fact that this character is the true Sith Lord pulling the strings behind Palpatine and even Plagueis. It seems like that Disney may be going a little too far by just kind of embracing the concept of, bigger and badder, that type of thing. I'm not quite sure if that's really going to work in this new expanded universe that's going to really, develop all these major retcons to the prequel trilogy movies. Now, on top of this, alright, past all of this, this is where things begin to really pick up, is that, well, it's explained that Tor Valum will also be used as a new villain that was the one to convince Palpatine to turn Anakin Skywalker to the dark side of the Force from the beginning. Disney is set to make a retcon that will also explain that for Valum, alright, was the one who created the visions for Anakin Skywalker of Padme Amidala's death that will be used as a way to turn Anakin to the dark side of the Force. So, essentially, they want to make those visions that Anakin had visions that were created by Tor Valum. Now, this new Sith Lord is described to be all more powerful than Palpatine in the new universe that will be established as soon as next year, in order to give the fans a brand new Sith Lord pulling the strings in Episode 3. This major retcon of the prequels will be handled by creator like Dave Filoni and others in order to make sure that it will all work out fine. So, once again, the fact that Dave Filoni will be handling this major retcon, I do trust Filoni. I think that hearing this, obviously, it may not sound right to a lot of fans, and it may be quite concerning, but I think that if it's handled correctly, Dave Filoni can really do incredible things with this. I really do believe that. I think that he can really set the stone here for Star Wars and really give us, something quite incredible to look at. Now, this new universe, by the way, all these major retcons coming our way for the prequels and the sequel trilogy movies, this is going to be a lengthy process next year. And I'm not quite sure if, George, John, and Dave are really going to be able to pull it off. I think that they will, but there's no absolute certainty that they will pull it off correctly. There's always a possibility that this could very well backfire on them. But I think that the character of Tor Valum becoming a part of this new universe, I think is very cool. I think it's a very interesting concept. The fact that they really are trying to make him significant is pretty ambitious. So, with that being said, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.